Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to another session of exercise in Pilates. So our usual start position in standing, feet under knees under hips, picking up the rib cage, shoulders back, chin tucked in, and just bring the weight even over those feet, front and back. And then similarly side to side, so just shift that body weight around and find that point where you're even, front, back, side and side. And then as you relax the arm down there, going to begin some nice grounding breaths. It's a breath in, breath out. Begin to let your body move with how it wants to. So as you breathe in, tension into the rib cage, tension in the shoulders. As you breathe out, relaxing down. So if you're in this position, that sort of start, breath in. Beginning to lift the head a bit higher. Breath out. Yeah. Now, aiming to look towards the ceiling if your neck and joints allow it. And you're relaxing, chin down, looking towards the floor. Do any of these sort of upper body ones in sitting, that feels a bit more manageable. Leave that up to you. Okay, bring the head into that neutral position. Excellent. So you're going to breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, go over the shoulders. Come into that sort of relaxed movement. Breath into the middle, bring tension into the system. Breathe out. Tension off. Breathe in. Breathe out. Into the middle. Side to the side. Into the middle. Just relaxing there. Good. Usual warning with the breathing. If you feel a bit too lightheaded, make it a bit shallower. As you get better at it, that sensation should pass, become a bit more manageable. So shoulders, breath in, bring shoulders to the ears. Make a fist, tension those arms. And breath out. Down, let it all relax, let it go soft. Again, tension on, breath in. Breath out. Relax and let it go soft. Good. Flex the elbows as well. So shoulders up, elbows bent, breath in. And the out breath. And relax. All from good stuff. And again, last one. Tension on. This squeezing. And relax. Breath out there. Let it all go soft. So that recognizing tension versus relaxation. Okay, especially around these muscles of the neck. Often we carry that tension, so learning when we're tense, choosing to switch it off. Okay, arms coming in, so choices, you can support them if you need to, or you can let them rise on their own. So again, that breath in as you lift, little lift up, look towards the ceiling, your arms extending your back, arms nice and straight, good, and relaxing down there. In this position, so that breath in, get that extension into the trunk. As you relax, down into that flex position. That's one. Good. Through the trunk then. So think of that lift with the breath in, that tension as you breathe in. And then on the out breath, relaxing, letting it all hang, arms hanging, stretching to the side. Breath in, bring the tension back in. Breathe out. Get it all relaxed. In. Move into the middle there. Breathing out, just relaxing. Good. Okay, so you're going to soften those knees a little bit for rotation. So, and then kind of horse stance position. Just hold there again. Draw that breath in, bring tension into the rib cage. On the out breath, just relax through the trunk. Reach round to the side. Breathing into the middle. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This one. In. And relaxing on the out breath there. Good. Whole spine movement. So, gonna bring the arms in for that bit as well. So, we're gonna breathe in, reach up. And then as you tuck the chin down, slowly down. Turn. And again, breath in. In. And you breathe in back to that start position. There, excellent. A little bit of light lower limbs, just gently with the knees. A little bit lower each time as you feel more confident in your joints. Good. And a bit of marching. And bring those knees up nice and high, level with the hips. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's fine. Good. Then through the tiptoes. And there, good. Okay, a little bit of balance work then. So just thinking if you need to hold on to something, okay, we're going to swing the right leg first of all. So if you need to balance, you're using the right hand to support that. Okay, so whether that's a chair or worktop, whatever. Okay, you're going to sweep the leg across and away. Okay, comes that point sort of in a diagonal behind you. Good. So the reason you're holding this side if you need to is because this arm's going to join in. So opposite arm with opposite leg. And then more challenging, stretching the arm overhead. That's one. Down. Okay, so set yourself up then for the opposite side. The left leg swinging with your left hand if you need any support or assistance with your balance. Yeah, the opposite arm comes in. Reaching up. Last one. Good. Okay, bring our weights in. We're going into a functional exercise. If you haven't got weights, that's okay. This next section, you're in control of sort of how much you do. Okay, so with the lower limb ones, we'll be doing sort of 25 or 30, with the upper limb, 20 or 25. Okay, so if we just start with our squat, so feet shoulder width apart, and sink our bottom down, and then stand back up. We're going to go up to 30 repetitions. Okay, you choose how many you're going to do. When you're ready, just going to lower down and pick back up. How deep you go, again, your decision. We're going to do a shorter depth, that's absolutely fine. 5. Then Then 20. 25. and 30 there. Okay, so remember, always work at your own ability. Don't worry about how many I'm doing. Just understand what your ability is and work on that and build on that week by week. Okay, for the arms then, we're going to come arms in front. So go up to 20. Then you're going to raise the shoulder height and down. Five. 10. 15, last 5. There, excellent. In on the legs then, so we're going to just plant one foot in front and one foot behind. We're going to do 10 or 15 or up to 15, should we say, on one leg. And we'll switch and do up to 15 on the opposite. So action-wise, you're just sinking the weight down, okay? So this is the start position, just dropping down. So you're not coming forward to that front lunge, you're just holding that position like a split squat. From there then up to 15. Five. Then 15. Good. Switch. Opposite side. Get yourself set. When you're ready, how deep you go, you choose. Up to 15. And 15. Relaxing from there. Excellent. We'll do arm curls and overhead for the next set. And then we'll repeat those. So shoulders in action, in up to 20. That's the range. Curl up, reach up, back and down. Five. 10. 15. Remember, stop whenever you need to. This isn't about copying me, testing your own strength and endurance. Good stuff. Okay. So we're going to whistle through that circuit a second time round. As I said, rest if you need to rest, pace yourself. No pressure to do or compete. Okay, you're only working in your limits. So squats first of all. We're up to 30 on the trunk one. So when you're ready, here you go. Five reps. And if you're used to doing 10 or so, then stay at 10. Maybe add one or two. 10, if you've been doing this regularly and building on it, push yourself, that's fine. 15. 20. 25. 30. Good. Shoulders then. Front raises. First one. Arms at shoulder height. Up to 20 repetitions. And when you're ready, raise and lower. Five. 10. 15. 'Yeah, fantastic. So our lunges again. Get yourself set up. 1 foot forward, 1 foot behind. Up to 15 on each. So anywhere in between. Take whatever rest you need. You ready? Weight coming down in the middle. Necessarily taking all the weight forward onto the front leg. Then fantastic. Switching sides. Again, getting yourself set up and ready. Sink that weight down. Up to 15. You decide on your repetitions. 5. 10. Staying there, good. Okay, so last bit with the arms up to the shoulders and then pressing overhead. So again, up to 20 repetitions. In your own time, curl the arms up, press, return and down. Five. And 15. And that's stop, you need to stop. And 20. Excellent work with the weights, good stuff. Okay, we'll pop them out of the way. And then head down into your mat work position. Okay, so just take a moment, bring yourself down onto your hands and knees. Okay, so as you hold that position, just rolling the hips forward and back. Okay, so from this position here, tilt the pelvis back, that's flexion. Let it tilt down and forward, that's extension. Opening up the joints, closing the joints. Okay, got good machinery, we want to get that as full a range as we can. Obviously, you're in control. Work in the range that you feel your symptoms will allow and manage. Okay, so it's not about forcing and pushing. You know, for example, we don't like this part, the extension, and make it a bit smaller. It's not too happy with the flexion, and make it smaller. Okay. It's a nice movement for you to get the whole head and neck coming as well. Roll back into flexion, head rolls down. Roll forward into extension, head rolls up. Okay. And just leaving the hands forward. As your knees and hips will allow, you just sink down into that prayer position. Okay. Isn't going to harm your joints, but if your connective tissues, your tendons, your ligaments, they're stiff, and this might be difficult, just do what you feel you can manage. Okay. Okay, you are back in that kneeling pose. Just stretching that leg behind you. Turn. You alternate between the legs. I'm just doing the same one repeated, and making sure left and right. Then, if you feel confident, you can challenge it a bit more. Opposite arm, opposite leg, both together. So as the leg stretches away, arm stretches down, the opposite. Yeah. Good. Okay. One more on each side. Nice one. Down as you relax back there, then tilt forward and back of the pelvis. Good, and then sinking the bottom down. Good. Now from that position, then onto your tummy. Tension working on the trunk. So you're going to be lifting and lowering the upper body. Some of you may find having a pillow under your tummy takes some pressure off at the back. Not handy, but if you were to imagine putting the pillow here under your hips, might take some, if you're not too comfortable lying on your front. Then from there, raising up, lowering down. Gently lifting, gently lowering, feel all the muscles in the spine working. You feel confident, want to make it a little bit more challenging, you bring your hands to shoulder height. Good. From there, you can have your arms extended. You choose, rest if you need to. Arms at your side, a bit lighter. Shoulder height, medium, and then either head, heavier. Last 3, 2, and last 1. And then easing down there, good. Bring those hands under your shoulders. Draw yourself into your kneeling pose. And a good stretch again, so that forward and back. Good, sink the bottom down. And just come out from there, come around onto your side. Just holding in your clam position. Feet are together in line with the body, 45-degree angle at the hip. So if that's 90, about 45, okay? So from there, you're going to open and close the knee in the clam action. We do up to 20 repetitions, okay? You decide how many you're going to do. Okay? So you open the knee and close. 10. 15. 20. Good. Feet come together. Take the feet off the floor. Open and close the knees. Same principle. Up to 20 repetitions. You choose the reps. Confident with 10. Aim for 11. Not too confident, and just do what you feel you can manage. Open and close the knee. And 20. Good stuff. Put those legs straightening, so extend them out. Top leg lifting and lowering, same principle, up to 20. So again, rest if you need to, you don't have to do this, you're in control. Do what you feel you can manage. Okay. Five. Then and 20 there. Good. Well done. Okay, switch sides. Now just get settled. First position, remember the clam. So again, if this is 90 degrees, this is 45 degrees. Okay, so the feet sitting on the body, feet together. And then from there, you're going to open that knee. So up to 20 repetitions. Then 20. Okay. Second exercise, feet are up. The same, up to 20, anywhere in between. Not forcing anything. Starting to learn what your repetition ranges are. Five. Then 20. Good. Down, lift extended. And ready then, that top leg lift and lower. Five, then up to 20. Then 15. 20 there. Excellent. Okay. Ease yourself round onto your back. Nice and easy to begin. Just going to bring those feet and knees together and just gently rotate the lower trunk back through the middle and the opposite side. Okay, so a common exercise just for loosening out those joints and stretching the tendons and muscles of the back. Good to use in conjunction with the strength work. And doing the squats, lifting the weights, and you're lying on your front, lifting your upper trunk, that's the strength work. And the stretching in between, stretching on its own, not always going to give you that lasting benefit progression. Keep that combination of strength and stretching a bit further forward. Okay, so in that position, then you've got your feet and knees sort of tennis ball width apart. Just going to start with our hands sliding up towards our knees and returning. And then again, returning. So that's slow and steady. And it's this abdominal squeeze, ribs down to the pelvis. If you're unhappy with your neck's tension, you can support the head like so. Keep the chin nice and open so you're not dragging the chin down on your chest. If you're feeling confident with the movement, make it a bit more challenging. Okay, so as you come up, raise one knee, down. And again, if you're feeling quite confident, you've been practicing these for a while now. Last position, both knees come off the floor and you're holding. Lift and lower. And ease up if you need to. Go down to the levels before if you're struggling. 2. So, down, take hold of the knees if you do have them in the air, bring them to your chest. And gently down. And gently side to side. You rotate, you might notice a flick or a pop as gas releases. Not dangerous, not harmful. Good. Okay, so going to bring your arms and legs in as a combination movement. So you're going to reach the arms up, stretch them overhead, bring them back, relax them down. If your shoulders got a stiff or painful shoulder, you can support by clasping the hands and bring them up together and over. So you can choose. Feeling really adventurous, you can actually hold your weights while you do this one as well. I'll let you choose. Okay, so as the arms are going overhead, you're going to stretch one leg away. And return. Opposite. And return. Good. And then from there, you can make it a bit more challenging on the core. So you bring both knees up. And you hold that position. Arms are stretching over. Return. If you're feeling super confident, that same start position as you bring your arms up, just push your leg away, and turn, and the opposite, turn. Good. And as you come back in there, hands on the knees, knees to the chest, relax the feet down. The legs are stretched away. Hands on the tummy, nice deep breath in. Good. Okay, just finishing and working the bottom of the back again, so that tilt to the pelvis, rolling forward and back. Begin. Good. And each time, just taking it a little bit higher this time, so you start to lift the hips up, peeling the back away from the mat, laying it back down. higher each time. Yes, into that full bridge, lift and lower. This time as you come up to that high position, try to hold the bridge there. And just doing a little bit of a drop and then a squeeze of the muscles in your bottom. Little sink down, squeeze and lift. Last one. Squeeze down out of the bridge there. Again, just let the feet away. Tension out the back of the thighs. Press your knees down, pull your toes up. Relax the legs. Nice deep breath. Good. Okay, knees bent, feet together, knees together. Let the knees over onto one side. Just keep the knees there, then stretching all the way across the back, the trunk, the abdominals, the hips. Excellent. And come back through the middle. On the opposite side. The middle there then. Hip stretch, left foot onto the right knee. If you can, reach through, pick up the right leg. If it's a bit too stiff, take hold of the left foot and the left knee, draw it in towards you. Excellent. Down on the opposite side. Again, right foot onto the left knee. And take the whole left leg up. If it's a struggle, just hold on to the ankle and the knee on the right. Draw it in. Good. Down there. Okay, bring yourself into sitting. Just one leg out, tuck one leg in. Just down to the outstretched leg. Nice. kneeling position. Forward and back at the beginning. Some of the muscles a bit more active, looser. Take our hands round to the left-hand side of the mat. Sink your bottom down. Out and round to the right. Last time in the middle. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. Bring yourself out from there. Okay, head above the chest, let your heart rate catch up, let your blood pressure start to adjust. In your own time, if you're using your chair, pull towards your chair, bring yourself up into your sitting or standing. As we finish off then, just in that upright position, just gently stretching side to side. Yeah, gently rotating. Okay, as long as your head feels clear, you're not feeling lightheaded or too dizzy, you take a nice breath in. And you're just going to roll down, stretching towards the floor. Hopefully feel a bit looser, more confident, go a bit further. Lean yourself back into your upright position, just finishing feet under knees, knees under hips, pick up the ribs, shoulders back, chin tucked in, weight even over the feet. Nice breath in. Breathing out to finish. Excellent work. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.